Hey everybody, welcome back to another Marco Fitness training. We had another beautiful day here in Santa Barbara, right on the beach. It's a great place to do a workout. I hope you guys are in a good, settled place, getting ready to roll with this. We've got a nice workout today that's going to focus on lower body and some backside mechanics, so we'll get to that in a minute. But first, let me take you through our 5-minute dynamic warm-up. We've got 6 exercises today that we're going to do for 1 minute each. So with that said, thanks for joining me. Let's have a good workout. Make sure you have your water. Make sure also that you have 2 weights that are medium sized today, something between 8 and 15 pounds. Again, if you don't have weights, think milk jugs or water bottles or liter bottles or something you can grip. But you want 2 equal weights of that. And we'll also need some mini bands. If you don't have a mini band at home, don't worry about it. We can make do without it. All right, team. First exercise in our dynamic warm-up is a reverse lunge to an overhead reach. So let's just relax those shoulders as we get ready, and we're gonna do this for 1 minute. Timer. And then we reach overhead here, and we're just gonna hold that down. So what I'm looking for here is your chest is upright. We get a little side body overhead reach. We get a nice bend at each knee. You're looking for about a 90-degree bend at each knee. We're gonna come out of that. We're just gonna reverse to the other side. Drop back, firmly plant your feet in the ground, drop down low, arm goes up, feel that side body reach, just relax. We're here for a minute as I alternate every 15 seconds between each of these legs. Drop back, down, chest stays tall, we get in a really good lunge position, then we reach. That's it, and we come up one more time on the left leg going back, dropping down in the lunge, we reach, we find a nice little stretch here in the side body, and we get going into our next dynamic stretch, which would be a Cossack squat. So I need your feet wider than your shoulders, slightly externally rotate your feet out like this, standing tall. And all we're gonna do is we're gonna drop down into a squat. We're gonna stretch through the opposite thigh. Chest stays nice and tall here. Again, each of these is for roughly 10 to 15 seconds. Swing back, drop down over again, stretching through the opposite leg. And one thing I want you to be aware of as you're doing this stretch, make sure that this foot is tracking right in front of the knee. So you don't want it cockeyed, you want it straight onto the knee. Last time here, about 10 seconds. Drop back, find that good stretch. Good, now come out of this. Now we're gonna do something called a transverse body stretch. This is a great one. So we're gonna start with my feet, my right foot forward, my left foot kickstand back. My feet are gonna be perpendicular. So my front foot is facing forward, my back foot is perpendicular to my front, so to the side. And I'm just gonna reach down and up and back, up and back. And then as I get this motion, I can start bringing a little more mobility into this. 3, 2, feels good. Opposite side, left foot forward, pointing straight ahead. Right foot kickstand back. Left arm is up and back, up and back. Think of it as being a little bit on the diagonal of your body. And now we can bring a little more range of motion into it. 3, 2, 1. Perfect. And now we're gonna drop down into our mat. So get on all fours. Weight equally distributed between each limb. Make sure your wrists are right under your shoulder blades. We're gonna do something called a reverse fire hydrant. So what I want you to do, we'll start with the right leg. Kick it out, and then bring it around in a circle and out. Around in a circle and out. Let's just do this 5 more times.
bit of dynamic movement. Should feel good. Good. And then I'm going to go ahead and drop to the other side. Kick it out and bring it forward. Kick it out and bring it forward. Good. And 5 more times. Find the range of motion that's working well for you and the pace that's working well for you. Beautiful. And then lastly, let's get a bird dog for the easy ones. So on your quads again, and we're just stretching opposite limbs and out, in and out. This is looking good. So I'm balancing on my left hand and my right knee. We can go ahead and switch to the opposite side now. Left hand and right knee. And again, fundamentally, as I'm doing this, that right wrist is directly under my right shoulder. Core is engaged. Last one. Good. And now team, let's go ahead and get the heart rate up. And let's get ready for our opening workout. So we're gonna do a little bit of a mountain climber. We'll take it on. A little less than a minute here. Nice and slow. This one's not a fast one. I just want to get a little bit of movement. And naturally, your heart rate will come up just a little bit, but that's good, right? So we're getting those joints lubricated, ready for the workout that lies ahead. Good. 10 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. I don't know about you, but I'm feeling good to go. I think I can do it for our first opening set. Let's get into it. Everybody still with me for this first opening set? Well, I hope you are, because we've got a good one here. It's going to be lower body, it's going to involve the back, and we're going to get a little core work in there. Because I want to work on those rear side mechanics, because they're really good for all of our postural movement, standing tall movement, running. Every act of life depends on our strong back and our strong core. And of course the legs, we're gonna get some strength in the legs today. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna have 12 minutes here, more or less. We have 5 exercises, and we're gonna do 10 reps of each exercise. Hopefully our goal is to get through 3 rounds. So our first exercise will require our medium weights, something that you can work with that's not too heavy. Again, like I said, 8 to 15 pounds, maybe 8 to 20 pounds. So we're gonna do a deadlift with a reverse lunge. So go ahead and pick up your weights. And on the deadlift, we want the shoulders nice and loose and relaxed. We want to stand tall, and we want to keep that core nice and braced. So suck that belly button in. Go ahead and inhale, and then exhale with a flat back, hinge forward, bending your legs only when you find a maximum stretch here. You drop the weights just below the knees, come back up, squeeze the glutes, and then the second half of this exercise is a reverse lunge. So then you drop back, knee goes almost to the ground, step forward, drop back, knee goes to the ground, step forward. That's 1 rep. We'll have 10 reps. Now, your option here is to reduce your range of motion and lighten the weight. So by reducing the range of motion, I mean on that deadlift, maybe don't bend over quite as far as you think you might need to. And for our next exercise, we're gonna do 10 reps of a squat jack with the dumbbells. So the dumbbells give us a little extra weight, make us work a little harder. So hold that dumbbell right with a 90-degree bend of your elbows. You're gonna jack down and up, down and up. Drop real deep into that squat each time and use power as you propel yourself back up. The option here is to reduce the range of motion, and you can leave the jump out or just down and up, down and up. You know, if the jumping hurts you, we always find an option to that to keep the jarring away. Next exercise is a dumbbell reverse grip low row with a hip hinge. So what makes this one unique is we're gonna do it with tempo. Tempo meaning we're gonna do a fast pull and a slow release. I will show you what that's gonna look like. Okay, first thing we're gonna do. So reverse grip means I want you to go ahead and pull your palms facing away from you. Then with a flat back, I want you to hinge over and you're gonna pull, 1, 2, pull, 1, 2. So that's the tempo, 1 and a slow release. So your option here is either to reduce that range of motion, so don't pull quite as far up. It can be a more modified pull, just a little bit of engagement of the back. Remember, you do want to squeeze that back. So if you're modifying, make sure you feel that in your back. And then, what do we have? We have another exercise. That's what we have. So we're getting into our fourth one. This is a single arm alternating plank row. So we're gonna go work on the back again. We're gonna be down on our mat. We're gonna use our weight and we're gonna, with one arm, do a row from a plank position. So I want you to be in your standard push-up position. Your feet can be a little wide just for stability because we don't want the hips to rock and roll. We want to keep some stability in the hips. So hands are planted right underneath the elbows and we're just gonna pull, release to the other arm, pull, and that's 1 rep. Again, pull, elbow comes to the side of ribs, release, pull, and release. Option here is to go ahead and do this from your knees. So we're in a plank position, push-up plank position from our knees, and then we're just pulling and releasing. Okay, that takes us to our last exercise in this set. That's a plank Spider-Man. So push the weight out of the way. We're gonna have you get into another plank from the push-up position. Get wide, and with a Spider-Man, you're gonna draw my right knee to my right elbow and release and alternate left knee to left elbow. Right knee, left knee. Once again, we want to try not to tip those hips over, okay? All right, guys, so let's get going. 12 minutes working here. We're gonna get through 3 rounds. And again, it's 10 reps for everything. We're gonna start with the deadlift to reverse lunge. So grab your medium weights. We'll start the timer off and we will get going. Are you guys ready? All right, let's do this. Deadlift to a reverse lunge. Looks like this. And then step back, drop that knee to the ground. Other one. Feet just about shoulder width apart. Inhale, flat back deadlift. Good. Nice to shoulders, deadlift. Squeeze the glutes, reverse, reverse. Here we go. All right, underway. What a day it is here, guys. Wish you could be outside with me enjoying this weather. Nice way to exercise. We've got 4 more. Keeping that core braced, finding the stretch. Good reverse lunge. A bit of a side view for you coming up. 2 more. And 1 more, team. Good. We're gonna move right into the next exercise. Drop the weight. Elbows bending at a 90-degree bend. Squat jack. Here we go. 10. Remember the option. Lose the weight if you need to and don't jump. Come on. Find the power in your legs. Power up. 5 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Good. Dumbbell reverse grip low row. Coming up, 10 reps. Grab both dumbbells this time. Palms facing away from you. Go side angle here. Relax the shoulders. Tip over with a flat back. Bend the knees softly. Pull and a tempo release. Slow. Pull. 1, 2. Good. Squeeze between your shoulder blades as if you're trying to squeeze a tennis ball back there. Last one. Good. Break. Now, we're gonna keep one of the weights in our hands. We're gonna drop down, plank position for our single arm, alternating dumbbell row. Fix this here a little bit. Here we go. Feet wider than hips. Pull into the body. Pull, that's 1 rep. Don't rock and roll through those hips, keep them steady. That core is tight, locked in. Feel the squeeze, release. 1 more. Last one here. Good work. Push the weight out of the way. The last exercise in this first round, plank with Spider-Man. Push-up position again. Feet just wider than shoulders a little bit. That's 1. Keep that core tight. If at any time that back hurts, drop out of it, take a breath cycle, come back, keep that core braced. Good. 1 round done. You get a 30-second recovery, and then we go again. Towel off, grab some water. And that should have gotten your heart rate going, should have gotten your core activated, and those legs just starting to feel them a little bit. Grab that water. We go. And 3. Get your weights for deadlift. 2. Relax shoulders. Let's go. Reverse lunge. Good, we got this. Now, if you have some heavier weights at home and you want to do this deadlift with a little more weight underneath, feel free to do that. Remember, you could literally do this with a backpack filled with books, holding on to it, and deadlift a backpack or a suitcase. Here we go. And you stand up, you squeeze those glutes, stand tall, get in a really good reverse lunge position, chest stays up, knees drop way down to the ground. It's almost like the knees just skimming the ground. Just a little skim here. Good. 3 more. Good. 2 more. I like to make sure I have a nice big breath before I start that deadlift here. Inhale. Exhale. Squeeze glutes, last one. Back and back. Drop 1 weight. Squat jacks. Let's get 10 out of here. Here we go. Use that power. Stay light on your feet and land soft. Last one. Good. Pick up the weight again. Reverse grip. Hinged row. Standing tall. Ready? Inhale. Back stays flat. Let's go. Tempo, remember, fast pull, twice as slow on the release. Good. Now, take a look at me. Head and neck need to remain neutral in this exercise. So don't peer up, don't look at anything. I'm looking right down to the ground for the final 3, 2, squeeze, release. Plank rotating onto the ground. Using 1 weight. Bracing the core, getting our standard push-up position. Here we go. Again, try not to rotate through the hips. And I want you to make that muscle to mind connection as we're doing this. As I'm rowing this up, what's happening here? What muscles am I using? What muscles are contracting? Feel it. One more each. Last one. Good. Good. Drop this out of the way. Plank Spider-Man. Push-up position. Remember your options. If you need to do this from the knees, you do so. Here we go. 2, 3. Oh, I'm feeling that core now. And feeling the shoulders. There you go. Round 2. Cracked off in the books. 30-second break. Towel off. Get some water. We're going again. We got this. That's good. Beautiful sunny day on the beach here. Nice light wind, cool breeze. Can't ask for more, except one more round. Here we go. Deadlift to reverse lunge. Pick up both weights. Are you ready? Let's get our 10. Deadlift, inhale. Flat back, brace core. Feeling those legs as we do the reverse lunge. Don't race through the lunge. Feel it. Find the good position. When people see us, they know. I feel so much for you. Number 4. Notice how I set up for this deadlift. Relax shoulders, inhale. Keeping the back flat. 4 more. As best as possible, you're keeping those feet in alignment with the knees as you engage into this reverse lunge. 2 more. Last one here. We're not about doing this fast. It's about doing it with control and execution and mechanics. Perfect. Okay, drop one weight. Here we go. Squat jack with the dumbbell. Hold it. Here we go. Power. Jump. Sit into it. Good. Reverse grip, low row. Grab another weight. Relax the shoulders, relax the neck. Palms face away from you. Hinge over the flat back. Squeeze. 1, 2. 8 more reps. A light grip on those weights as you grab them here. Head, neck, or neutral. Tight squeeze. One more for posterity. There it is. Okay, lose weight. Whew. Plank row. This is my favorite one in the grouping. Push-up position, feet wide, brace core, squeeze, release. Good. Relax. Things are getting a little challenging for you. Look off into this beautiful vista we got for you today. We're almost there. One more beach. Beautiful. Okay, put that aside. Last exercise in the set. Plank Spider-Man. Let's do this, team. Here we go. Squeeze to the side. Last one. 10 and 10. Whew. Towel up. Set one in the books. Guys, not bad at all. We did this. Stay with me. Set two coming up here. Towel off, grab some water. Okay, your heart rate should be up. You should have a sweat on now. And things should be churning and burning, right? They are for me. I'm feeling it. We're ready to go into set two. So this set, we're gonna work mostly in core, but we're gonna have some light legs and a little bit of light back work as well. So we've got about a 12-minute working round. We're gonna have 3 rounds here. Again, we're gonna stick with 10 reps for each exercise. We're gonna start with our plank tucks. So in this one, it'll jump up the heart rate and it will engage the core. So it's a dynamic movement here. Hands once again underneath shoulders. And you're gonna jump both feet forward and both feet back. That's 1 rep, that's 2. Now, the option here is to just step touch. You can just bring a leg in, something like our warm-up exercise, just as a step touch or a bit of a mountain climber. All right, then we're gonna get into a side plank with a hip dip. So these are always feeling good. So I'm gonna start looking at the camera here on my right side, on the elbow. I'm gonna stack both my feet, one on top of the other. I'm gonna brace my core, and then I'm gonna take my free hand and I'm gonna push myself up. From here, I'm gonna place my hand on my hip, and I'm gonna drop it down, tuck it back. So I'm really feeling the engagement of this core as we drop down. Now the option here is to bend your bottom knee at 90 degrees, keep a straight line from that knee to your shoulder, kickstand your top foot, come up here, and from here you can also even use this hand for a little bit of stability, drop down and up, down and up. We're gonna do 10 reps on the right, 10 reps on the left. Then we're gonna go into a sumo squat with an upright row. So once again, we're gonna grab both of those weights we were using, those medium weights. We're gonna have a nice wide position of our feet, wider than shoulders, feet externally rotated out. All I'm gonna do here, I'm gonna drop down low, sit into that squat, drive through the heels, and now zipper up these weights to mid-chest and down. I want you to notice the position of my wrists and my elbows as I engage in the upright row. Perfect. Now the option here is to lose one weight, lighten it up, and reduce your range of motion on your upright row and on the squat. Then we're gonna be back down once again for another round of 10 plank tucks. So same idea here, just tuck it and release it. These are gonna fire up that cardio, right? Second round of these, it's gonna be tough. We got it. And then finally, we're gonna do a side plank with rotation. Now, on this one, I'm gonna start on my right again. I'm gonna do this on my forearms. Gonna get back in that side plank position. So I'm gonna stack my feet, brace my core, raise my hips, grab my weight. And this time, I'm gonna take this weight, I'm gonna drive underneath me, and up top, down, up, down, up. So I'm stable through the core, right? I maintain that side plank, and I just do, this time, 5 reps on each arm for a total of 10 reps. Okay? All right. So, with that said, we're gonna work on that core. It's gonna help with our posture. We're gonna get stronger. You guys ready to go? We're gonna start that clock up. We're gonna get going. It's about a 12-minute round. Let's start with those plank tucks, 10 of them. Here we go. Side plank, hip dip. Starting on my right shoulder, stacking my feet, remembering that option for the kickstand from the knee. Now I'm on my left side. Left elbow stacked right under my shoulder. Stacking up those feet. Here we go. One more. Great. Sumo squat, upright row. Grabbing 1 or 2 weights, your option. Get in wide stance, feet externally rotated, dropping way down low in the squat. Zipper it up. 10 reps here. Really sit into it. Power through those heels. Drive those elbows up. One more. Good. Now we're back into the plank tucks. This is when we start working that cardio. Nice, good, firm position here, and a nice plank and jump. Tuck. Remember the option, step touch. 2 and 1. Whew. Those are challenging. And now side planks with rotation. Right side, grabbing the weight. Do you need the weight? No, you can do it without the weight. What's important here, stacking those feet. Get that arm with that elbow right underneath the shoulder. Drive it up. Come through. It's 5 per side. 3. Good. We'll go to the other side. Challenging. Now you might want to check yourself on the weights. If that medium weight's too heavy, just do it with your hand. Or if you have a lighter weight available or light object available, go for it. Notice I'm tracking that weight with my eyes. Perfect. Good. 1 round done. That took you 3.5 minutes. We got it. It's a 30-second rest here, and we're gonna go again. If you ever experience any pain in that lower back, modify the exercise. First and foremost, just stop. Take a breath cycle so you can't identify what's going on. Then look for one of my modifications. If that still hurts, take a momentary break and come back when you're feeling good. All right, we've got 10 seconds. We're back to those plank tucks. Cardio should be building. You ready? 10 plank tucks. Feeling it. Hip drops, or hip dips. What's important here is get the mechanics right. Here we go. Drop it. Oops. There's 10, more or less. We'll roll over to the opposite side. Take a breath. Carry on. Now remember, even if you're a little unsteady here, you can always put this top hand down just to stabilize just a little bit. 3, 2, good. Sumo squat, upright row. Grabbing 1 or 2 weights. Feet wide, drop low. Shoulders back, relaxed. What a day. What a day. Getting this done. Whether this is the start of the day or the end of your day, you can check the exercise and the fitness off your list. Now, are you getting the other things under control? eating well, having great family time, trying to get through this cycle. COVID all around us, but we can still find our ways to find health. Yeah. Drop the weights, plank tuck, cardio rolls here. Ready? 10 times. That was 10. Okay. Side planks with the weight and the rotation, 5 per side. Here we go. If you want to see the option again, knee down, kickstand foot, and it looks like this. Good. Or if we go back to the standard exercise, stacked feet, raise core. Don't over rotate or it's gonna fall down. Track with your eyes. Perfect. Okay. Another 3.5 minutes down and we're headed into our last round. You with me? Give yourself a little recovery. Maybe grab a little sip of water. Less than 15 seconds. We go for those plank tucks one more time. Find the challenging part of the workout and embrace it. Let's do it. Here we go, plank tucks. Final 10, final round of this set. Here we go. Get harder. Side plank, hip dip. Remembering your option. Kickstand feet or stack feet. Heart rate should be high, should be burning, should be sweating. One of the best movements for your core, any form of planking. 3, 2, 1. Last hip drop on this side. Ready? Let's go. Check, glance down at your elbow. Is it under your shoulder? 2 more. Beautiful. Sumo squat, upright row. Grab your weights. You ready? Be wide. Shoulders, make sure they're relaxed. Drop down way low. Step right up. Watch where my hands go in relation to my shoulders. Drive through those glutes here. And then squeeze the glutes there as you're standing. Last one. Good. Oh no. Last round, plank tucks. Oh, there's a little spider. Another. Okay, you ready? Let's do this, guys. Stay strong. Step touch if you need it. Made it through that. Now we have a side plank with the rotation, weight. Last round here, 5 per side. And we've conquered set 2. Here we go. Not yet though. And last 5. That was tough. I feel that. Good cardio, muscles starting to burn. I feel kind of all over equally in my body. Set 2 is in the books. We're on set number 3. Grab your water. We have made it with high heart rates and tired bodies, but push through. We have our 3rd set coming up. It's a lower body set and we're working with the mini band. So this is not a plug, but if you don't have a mini band, that's okay with the set. You can do it with body weight only. But mini bands come in a variety of assortments. This just happens to be from pxt360.com. I have no affiliation with them. It's just, there's many of them if you look on Amazon. Get yourself some bands, they're so versatile. So in this 6-minute set, we have 2 rounds of 4 exercises. And again, we're gonna stick to 10s, we're gonna do 10 each. We're gonna take that mini band and I'm gonna have you go ahead and place it around your ankle. You can sit down if you need to do this, just be careful doing it. If you don't have a mini band, that would be your option to do this without the mini band. So in this case, what I want you to do, we're gonna do a lateral walk. So I want you to drop into a partial squat and you just laterally walk left, laterally walk right. 3 steps equals 1. That's the 2nd rep. So we're gonna get 10 reps. Next exercise, the option there would be to not use the mini band and then just drop it really low as you're doing the lateral walk. The next exercise is a mini band with a hip bridge. So we're gonna bring that mini band just below the knees. And then we're gonna drop back on our backs. I can employ our weights that we were using to give this a little more weight. So we're gonna do a bridge press or the hip bridge press. I'm just gonna set this weight right on my hips. I'm gonna drive my heels about a 45-degree bend at the knees, maybe a little more. And we're gonna drive up, squeeze the glutes, release. Drive up, squeeze glutes, release. Option here is to lose the weight, but in any event, I want you to be putting pressure away from these bands, right? So keep pressure and tension on the band. Then we're gonna do a band plank with alternating toe touch. So we don't need any weight for this. We're gonna get into position here on the forearms this time, forearm plank. We're gonna drop the band back to our ankles. We're gonna get into a plank position, drop those hips down, brace the core, and then we just tap the foot each time. That's 1, 2, 3, and we're gonna get to 10. Option there is without the band, doing the toe tap, or if that destabilization on one leg bothers you at all, just go ahead and hold the plank for the duration of our count. Then lastly, we'll lose the band for our last exercise, and we're gonna do squat jumps, 10. Nice and easy, no big deal. You drop back down low and up high. Use your hands. Power here. I'm looking for power through the legs, dropping low in the squat and driving up. So let's get started. Grab the band. We're gonna place it around your ankles. We're gonna fire up that clock. And let's get going. 3, drop low. Big wide steps here. Find that tension. Good. 6, there's a B. 7. Now we're starting to feel that. Drop low, keep that booty down. And one more this direction. Good. Now we're going to the hip bridge. So we're going to drop down, back, take the band, put it just below our knees. I'm going to grab a weight, place it on my hips, just press and squeeze the glutes every time you press. Squeeze. Find the stretch, extend that bridge as high as possible. Feel the pressure of the earth underneath your heels as you drive it up. 5 more, 4, 3, 2, squeeze tight, beautiful. Good. Now, band plank with toe touch. Drop the band to the ankles. Over in a forearm plank position. Here we go, toe touch. 1, 2, 3, 4. Good. Clear your space out. Squat jumps. 10. Here we go. Power. Slide through the heels. Land soft. 10. No rest on this one. Back to the band. Carefully place it in your ankles. We're going to repeat this set again. Lateral walks. You ready? Drop low. Here we go. 2, 3. Now this way. Good. So there's no breaks in these 2 rounds. So we're going to feel a little more burn. And once again, we're elevating that heart rate into an uncomfortable place, right? This should be challenging and uncomfortable. 3 more. Stay low, keep your head down. And 1 more this way. Good. Okay, pull the band up, just beneath the knees. Sit down in bridge. Grab your weight. Connect the heels into the earth. Press and squeeze the glutes. Now, I'm feeling the top part of my legs, the front part, the top of the quads, because those plank tucks were firing that particular muscle off a lot. So now, when I do the bridge, I can really feel the stretch, and then I can squeeze down on the glutes for our 10th one here and feel it in my butt cheeks. Good. Whew. Plank touch. Band goes down. Forearm plank. Here we go. Quick repetition. 1. 3. You guys are doing so good. We're going to double up here. 5, 6, 7. And double that one out. Good one. Okay, where are we at? Band plate, toe touch, squat jumps. No rest. Are you ready? Power here. 1. Come on, this is last time. 2, 3, drive. 4, high heart rate. 5, 6, 7. Use your arms. 8, 9. Whew. 10. Well done, team. Let's move in. Earn our next one. All right, guys. Well done. That was a quick set. 6 strong minutes, high heart rate. This brought us to a down with no nice stretching. Always bring those muscles back. Full revision, right? So we're hammering them, contracting. So now we're going to start right into a reverse lunge with a hip flexion stretch. So let's take the right hip back. And go ahead. Get in good position. Now, just lean forward, stretching into it. Some people also call this a runner's lunge. Great one, especially after all those plank tucks that we were doing, the reverse lunges. This is a great one just to stretch that out a little bit here. Beautiful. As we come out of this, watch what we're doing. We're going to drive through the right heel, step and palm. We're going to come right into a quad stretch here. So I want you to pick up your left leg. We're going to work on a balance at the same time. So pick a focal point, inhale, relax. Pick up a leg, drive the knee down. Rotate the hips, stand up tall, squeeze the glutes, swing
stretch. So if I'm looking straight at the ground, it's looking at the camera, it's a little more challenging. But it's balance. Balance is really important, right? Especially, well, it's important for everything, but especially with some of that appropriate set of movement and balance as we age. So it's always focusing on that. Taking that in is an important part of our exercise routine. Okay, and then we're going to do a toe reach here. So what I would like you to do is just, actually let's take this to the ground. Down. Out towards your toes, that's fine. I'm very tight on my lower back, so I'm just going to find the stretch that suits me. I'm stretching through the back of my leg. I'm going to hold that. It shouldn't be painful, right? It should just feel a good stretch. If you can go ahead and reach and touch your toes, do so. Find the range of motion, obviously, that works for you. Beautiful. Switch legs. Tuck the right leg in, left leg goes out. Find that stretch. For me, I can drive into a little more stretch as I push my hands forward into my chest, but most people can lean forward with their chest, grab their knee or their shin or their toes. Good. Just holding this here for a few more seconds. Then we're going to take this into a butterfly stretch from the seated position. We're going to take our feet together, pull them in, sit up tall, grab your toes. I'm sitting on an angle here. There we go. There we go. And just hold this. I want to thank everyone for joining me again today. Another fun workout. I'm going to be doing it again this weekend, so look for another video coming up. We'll get this posted ASAP. Always welcome your comments. Tell your friends. Let's grow this, get some more people doing it. Again, they're free. I just want you guys to exercise and do something good for your health in these times with COVID all around us. Taking good care of yourself, making sure to wear those masks as you need to, and take every precaution you need to stay healthy. Let's finish off with a child pose. Get your feet as wide as you want that. That's going to do it. Workout. We're going to fitness training. Adjust